Hi, I'm Shannon O'Hara, and welcome back to the third Talk to the Entities newsletter. And the tool, tip, and trick of this newsletter is going to be the myths and lies that are so popular that you've been led to believe about entities that might not be true. So we've already talked about what are entities. We've also talked about how do you know when an entity is trying to communicate with you or interacting with you. So today, let's try and get through the stuff that people do where they want to block out all entities because they believe that entities are scary, mean, omnipotent, more powerful than them, going to do something bad to them. So how many of you have actually seen that in your life? Where have you actually seen that scenario that entities are mean and evil and want to do harm to people? Where have any of you actually seen that? No, some of you might, but a majority of you will have never actually seen that with your own eyes. But where do you see that information being delivered? In movies. So how much have you bought from movies about entities and spirits and ghosts that isn't true? And all that is, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine pod poc shorts, boys, beyonds. So remember that when you step out of your body, people are going to think the same way about you that you think about ghosts right now. Does that give you a little different insight into what ghosts and spirits and entities actually are? You know, it's like when somebody dies or transitions, they don't just miraculously turn into a totally different person. They basically take their stuff with them for the most part, and they will behave and feel and have the same points of view, feelings, thoughts, emotions that they did in life, unless they choose to change that stuff. And we'll talk about that much later on. But for right now, the tool for this newsletter is for you guys to start to look at what is with entities and really ask yourself the question, okay, so am I in reaction to my awareness of entities because I've bought somebody else's point of view that entities are bad or mean or vicious or scary or more powerful than me? And if you had your own reality with entities, and if you were willing to claim and acknowledge what you know, what would that be? And what doorway and what kindness can you be for entities that very few are willing to be? Remember, you're an entity too, and one day you won't have a body like you do right now. So what are you capable of being aware of, and what are you now more willing to receive than you were 2 minutes ago? So relax, take it easy, and be aware. And how does it get better than this? I look forward to speaking to you in the next newsletter.